Bon dia, good morning, welcome back to Frankie Off Grid. We're up early again. It's a huge heat wave at the moment, so we've been getting up about 6:30 just to have a couple of hours in the morning to get done what needs to get done. This morning I'm going to clean out the chicken coop. We've still got this issue with the hens, with this mites, and the feathers aren't growing back, so we are continuing to try and resolve that. So we're going to do some work on the coop today. But yes, not the funnest job cleaning out the coop. I normally go in and just clear the poo, but I'm going to completely empty it today. Just had one very early layer. Normally they don't lay till mid-morning. They're wanting to scratch around inside. Silly chickens. I've dabbled with a few different methods for in the coop. Over the winter and spring we trialled the deep litter method, where you put a really thick layer of sawdust in, and then you can just take that out every 2 or 3 times a year, just fully empty that and then put that to compost, and found it a bit easier to manage. But as it's come into summer, we emptied it all out and then we've just put sand in, because I think the deep litter method creates a lot more heat, and we wanted to be able to keep it cleaner, so it's easier to clean every day or every other day with just the sand method. This is a big mix of a little bit of sawdust left from the deep litter, lots of sand and some hay, so hopefully it's still good for the compost.
We're not in the gym today. Getting on.
Oh, good. The chickens keep coming in and getting in the way.
Good old chucks. So we're getting this for the chickens, mostly because it's cheaper than paint, but there is also some health benefits.
Yeah, we're doing a lime wash. potentially the mites that are getting on the chickens are living in the cracks in the walls inside the coop, so we were going to paint it, but we read that doing a lime wash kind of has the same benefits of painting with some added benefits, so we're going to try that. We've never done lime wash before.
I need brushes, I guess, then. So it's currently 7:45 AM and it's about 17-18 degrees Celsius. In about an hour it'll be close to 30, and I think we're expecting 40 today, so it's going to be a hot one, hence getting all this done first thing in the morning. Get it, Jock Jock. Woo! Careful, Darwin. This is Darwin, who got attacked by a fox a few months back. And remarkably, she's probably in the best shape, isn't she?
Yeah, her and Joao. And Joao was ill.
Yeah. He's still looking a bit rough, Nate. But...
Poor chickies.
If anybody knows any like multivitamins or tips to increase feather growth and all that, it'd be very useful. Don't fall over. Don't fall over.
Could you move this?
Where to?
Actually, let me just plug it in first and then we'll see.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this or even hear me because of the hoover, but in the end of here is, I think, leaf cutter bee nests. Can't quite see them, can you? I'm going to try and surgically remove, hopefully without breaking. So they're like little eggs, or little egg sacs, and they cut up a load of leaves and then cap it. Usually they do this underground, or in, well, yeah, underground. One of them laid a load of them underneath my Venus flytrap plant, and they've all just hatched. Luckily the trap hasn't eaten any of it. I think that's all of it. I think there's only three actual egg sacs. I don't know if they're dried up too much, but I'll stick them in the Venus flytrap anyway, and hopefully they work. Yeah, a working drill. Yes. Right, I'll have to do some lime washing. We don't need too many ingredients and too much equipment for this, fortunately. We have drill. We have a mixing bit. What do you call it? One of these. I'm going to call it a mixing bit because it's what it does. So, PPE. I have some gloves. I have a hoodie over there that I'll need to put on because I don't want to get it on my skin. I'm going to risk it with my legs and not wear trousers because it is a bit warm already. And of course, one of these. Because we definitely don't want lime in our lungs. And the only other thing we need is water. Can you turn the water on? Nice! She's good. Right. I have got a mask, 2 goggles, 1 gloves. So I believe the ratio we need is 20% lime to 80% water. Never done this before, so fingers crossed. I'm not convinced, guys. Is that how it's supposed to look? I wonder if we just got the wrong line. It's all brown in colour, and I was kind of expecting more white. Strange stuff, lime, innit?
Can't see.
Yeah.
I've only got these goggles and they just keep steaming up, so I can't see what I'm doing with a mask on. So it's a tiny space in there as well. So I'm gonna let you finish it.
I've got no idea whether this is actually doing anything.
I can't even tell the difference. They do say to do 2 layers. And that's obviously just 1. We'll see. Okay. Good boy. Good boy.
I wanted to give you guys an update on our water. A few months ago we took a sample from our well and took it to a water lab in Castelo Branco, our closest city, and the test results came back and there is a Clostridium bacteria in the well water, and we really wanted to get into the position where we could actually drink the water. In a previous video I showed us installing 2 water drop systems, and Water Drop, who produce high quality water purification systems for drinking water, are also kindly sponsoring today's video. So once we installed those 2 systems, we took another sample directly from the tap in the kitchen and took that back to the lab, and I'm super happy to say that the water is bacteria free and we can now drink it, which is amazing, because it was one thing we were still having to go out to do, was to collect or buy our drinking water. Whether you're off-grid like us and trying to improve your well water for drinking, or you're on-grid and use municipal water and you want to improve the smell and taste of your water, I will tell you a little bit more about the G3P800, which is the under-counter filtration system that we installed, and I'll let you know why it's such an effective and efficient system for reducing chlorine, heavy metals and other potential contaminants in your drinking water. Firstly, one of the main benefits is that it has a slim tankless design that provides on-demand filtration, which means it takes up a lot less space under the sink compared to other systems. Secondly, though there is always going to be waste with the reverse osmosis system, which is one of the filters within the G3P800, the system is really efficient with just a 3:1 ratio, so that means that we are only using 1 litre of water per 3 litres of clean drinking water. That is it kicking in now, it just is an occasional flush. In comparison, other systems can use up to 4 litres for just 1 litre of clean drinking water. Also, replacing the filters is super easy with a simple twist and pull. You don't need any tools to change the filters. There's also a built-in filter tracker system, as well as 2 TDS meters, so you can easily see that the system is working correctly. One of the other main benefits is that it has a UV filter that is just before the tap, so it kills any potential bacteria that could still be in the water, and this is the main component that has helped us to get rid of the bacteria. Aside from the G3P800 under our sink, we also have Water Drop's 2-stage whole house water filter system, so our well water goes through those 5 filters first, including a sediment filter, which is super important if you're working with well water, and I'll link the video in the description where we installed that. And we also have their remineralization filter to restore minerals like calcium, magnesium, sodium and potassium. Because reverse osmosis is such an efficient filtration system, it actually removes everything from the water, including some things that are actually really important for us to consume, so the remineralization filter is important to add that back in for healthy drinking water. Thank you so much to Water Drop for sponsoring today's video, and also getting us to the position where we can drink our own water, which is a big game changer for us. And yeah, I hope if you're looking for something similar, then you will consider checking out Water Drop. We'll leave a link in the description below.
Hello guys, how's it going? It is warm out there. Carissa's gone to hide in the cabin, although I think it's warmer in the cabin than it is outside, to be honest with you. It's currently 45 degrees Celsius out in the sun, so it's probably a little bit less than that. So I am going to make some tea. This week, or a couple of days ago, we had a delivery from my mum and our shop, Saviour, and this is one of our yearly treats or things we really look forward to. So my mum went to Japan in 2017. When she was there, she met this farmer called Rio Morisaku, and yeah, she convinced him to start making white tea. And so, to our amazement and surprise and great pleasure, he decided to do so. So, ever since probably the year afterwards, we started receiving 1 kilo or 2 kilos of Rio's tea every season when it was picked. And it is probably as spectacular as tea goes, really. If only you could see it. What I'm Japanese it's called mizudashi, basically tea with cold water. And white tea is absolutely perfect for it. Sorry, can you tell we like tea? One of those tea tips while we're here and talking about tea. If you've tried green tea or white tea before and you're not too keen on it, lower the temperature of the water to like 70, 80 degrees Celsius, and you might find you like it then. Now we wait. I should probably mention, seeing as we're here, that there is still, I think, 400 grams left of this tea on the website. And just to give you an idea of size, 20 grams in your head isn't very much, but it's actually this bag full. So, it's quite a lot of tea.
There's found the teeny tiny baby hedgehog. Look how small it is.
Cutie.
Don't you be shouting at it.
Hardly see you with these things. And it's one of the reasons that people don't wear PPE all the time, is because it is actually quite annoying to take on and off. Wouldn't be as annoying as not being able to see out of your eyes, though, would it? So yeah, in case you hadn't realised, today is the next day, and it's so much cooler in this time of the morning. 7? Half 7. A lovely morning, Dad. You should get away from this. It's probably not very good for you, Dad. No?
Mm-hmm.
Looking quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a look.
Yeah, you can tell by where it's not painted.
Yeah.
you can just get a brush and start doing this if you want.
Yeah, I'm getting PP'd up. So the funny thing with painting with this is it literally just looks like you're putting water on it, and yesterday we were kind of wondering if we were doing the right thing, but we can see that it's white now this morning, and the article I was reading, it was like, just got to trust the process, which has made me laugh because that's what Iwan always says to me whenever I have a bit of a wobble, like, what are we doing? Like, just about everything about this whole project, he's always like, just got to trust the process. So
It will work.
Something to live by. Trust the process. So I thought I would come and try and give you an overview of this. I think if we were to remake this chicken coop, we would make it a little bit bigger. I think we did it a bit too small. But there we go. So yeah, this has now 2 coats of lime wash on. It has actually gone white, so that's a relief that we weren't just painting water onto the walls, and hopefully this is going to help to kill any mites that are living in the walls. I think ideally we would render the walls. It's too hot to be doing any rendering at the moment, but we'll see how this goes. I might put another layer on because you can see the drips and stuff. Not that I think the chickens don't mind. We painted the perches as well because the mites tend to live in wood, so hopefully that helps. I've put fresh sand in now and mixed that with diatomaceous earth, or diatomaceous, I don't know exactly how to say that. That's also supposed to help against mites, and you can put it in the chickens' dust baths to help with that as well. And I have added some rosemary and lavender from the garden, which I'm going to do quite regularly because apparently that smell helps too. One of you guys gave me that tip. All these natural remedies are good preventatives. I think though once we've got the infestation, I should have acted sooner with the non-natural ones, which we're currently doing. I really hate to use the sprays. I'll show you the 2 that we're using. One is for in the coop and one we spray onto the chickens because I think you're very noisy. Yeah, I think that the infestation has gotten worse because I waited whilst trying to do the more natural remedies, and yeah, I should have just gone straight in. I don't know, maybe it's good to trial it out. But we've sprayed the chickens about a month ago and that doesn't seem to have fully worked, so we've done another round, and you spray them once, then you wait a couple of weeks and spray them again so that any eggs that are still living on them get killed, and we can't eat the eggs once they're sprayed because the pesticide will go into the eggs. But hopefully, with being more on top of doing the preventative natural methods, it should stop a reinfestation. I think one of the, or two of the reasons that we've got the mites, one is that they catch... Darwin, you're very loud. Darwin wants to say hello. Come on then. You can tell us. The mites are passed on from small birds, so we get quite a lot of birds landing in the run to eat the chicken food. So I think by covering that with more netting would prevent them coming in. And the other problem is that when it rains a lot, we don't have a very good sheltered area so that they can continue to dust bathe. And we had a period when it was like 2 weeks of rain. Sorry if you can't hear me over Darwin. Yeah, we had a big period of rain. That's not very nice. Bobby. Chickens and their pecking orders are so mean. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chickens. We had a big period of rain that meant that they couldn't dust bathe, and it's the dust bathing that stops them from getting mites. We can also put the diatomaceous earth in their dust bath, so I'm going to start doing that, doing it as a weekly routine, putting it in here and in the areas that they bathe, and maybe make a dedicated dust bath area. They may also, I've been doing lots of reading whilst we try and resolve this, they may also be going into their molting stage now, which is why they're also losing their feathers. And I did sit and watch them for a while, and one of the brown hens was pulling feathers off another hen, which they can do when they're in need of protein for feather rebuilding. So we're going to buy some high protein treats like mealworms and sunflower seeds to give to them every day as well, to hopefully help them to grow their feathers back. The other thing I've done is I've made their nesting box this plastic box instead now, so that it's easier to clean and make sure that there's no mites living in that. And then this wooden box I'm going to fill with sand and diatomaceous earth, so they've got a dedicated dust bath, and we're going to eventually roof this area. I think we're going to extend it as well, not in this heat. There's no way we're getting fence posts in the ground, although I think Iwan wants to do something with block work, but we'll see, we'll make a plan. You can also use wood ash, is really good for the dust baths as well. We don't have any of that at the moment with the fire ban, but next time we start doing bonfires we'll start bringing that in here as well. And one other thing I've set up, because they are so hot, bless them, we got this misting spray thing from Impromptu Immigrants, sent it to us last summer because they saw us suffering in the heat. Thank you guys so much. And I've installed it in here for the chickens, so they've had that on today, and I think they've really loved it. Just keeping some moisture here, and then the ground was all nice and damp for them as well, because it's crazy hot, isn't it, Darwin? What do you want? You want some more treats? Do you want some more treats? I gave them a little bit of fish this afternoon, so I think they're hoping I'm bringing more goodies. But tomorrow we'll be going out, so I'll get them some mealworms and sunflower seeds. And fingers crossed they're going to start getting better. They actually seem really well in themselves, and their combs are all red, so they are healthy in that sense, but yeah, just the feathers and the mites. It's horrible to see them like that, and it's been so long that they've not been well, but fingers crossed everything we're doing is going to resolve that. So yeah, if you have any extra tips or things that we can do, please pop them in the comments. I'm going to go back inside because it's boiling hot.
Our little baby hedgehog friend has ventured up well close to the house. I'm going to try get him some food for her. It.
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm buried beneath the sand. There's no way to speak or reach out my hand. Watching the paper slowly unfold, bracing for news that I can't bear to hold. While I'm singing this song to myself, I sing this softly to myself. Tore up my jeans on the fence. This iron road I cannot bend, but my walking is lighter when I walk with a friend. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm waking up early again, sitting